Hello and welcome to Precision Long Range Hunter. These are instructional videos to help people out who may encounter certain problems. Today we're going to be removing stuck screws from a scope mount. Now you can also use this procedure to remove stuck screws from scope mount bases on your Action too. Or for that matter, you can use this procedure to remove stuck screws just about anywhere. Being an 18-year aircraft mechanic, I've removed thousands of stuck screws. And this is one of the ways that we were taught, and works out pretty good. I have two stuck screws here and here. They're both Torx heads. I've broken off a Torx head bit in this one down here, which will present a problem, and we'll see how we can get that out. The first thing you need is an easy out. These are the type of easy outs that are used in the aircraft industry. They're very high quality, and they're very hard, so they don't twist, and that's one thing that you want. Some of the cheaper easy outs that only have 4 sides to them tend to not work all that good. As you can see, this one, maybe you can see it, maybe you can't, but it's spiraled, and it's got a pretty high helix angle to it. And it also shows on here that this is a #1 easy out made by C&L, and it requires that you use a drill size of 5/64. I have that drill size in my drill, and the first thing I'm going to do is make sure that it goes down into the Torx screw without hitting the Torx screw edges on there. Sometimes you'll shatter a drill bit if you encounter those edges. So you want to make sure that you are square to all sides. Start your drill off slow. Apply pressure. And you want to go pretty deep too. Now you can take your easy out, make sure that it fits down in there, which it does. It's got a little bit of wiggle room, and you want to tap that down in there. Now, these things will break. They aren't indestructible, so you have to have a certain amount of feel to it. The other thing that can happen is you can snap the head off, which is no big deal because you're wanting to remove the scope ring anyway. You can remove the scope screw afterwards by drilling down through that and using this. As you can see, the scope screws are somewhat corroded. I have some rust on them. Oop. Sorry about that. And that's probably why they're seized in there. Now let's see. Use a little bit of hammer tapping. And there you have it. I broke the easy out in it. So, right now, there's not much you can do. You're pretty much going to probably have to destroy the scope ring or something like that without destroying the scope and the procedure. I've switched up to a 3/32 drill. Does not fit in there correctly, so you'll have to start the drill prior to entering the screw. Okay, that screw is broken, and hopefully what we're going to do is we're going to pry on the scope ring enough to release that other screw from it, because the heads are so small that any diameter drill bit that you use will weaken the screw enough to where you can get it off. As you can see, you know, there's no damage to the scope. It's still in good condition. And you can salvage that by drilling down further, trying to get the screw posts out of there. I'm not too worried about it though, because I'm switching rings. I don't really like these, and they're steel, so they're a little bit heavier. Now we're going to move on to the other scope ring, and I'm just going to try to drill off the head on this one, because obviously it broke the easy out, so it's going to they're not coming out. They're pretty much seized. But you can use this method with your easy outs to take out other screws. When you get into these little tiny screws, 640, 840, it's just a hit or miss whether or not you can get them out. There's no guarantee that they're going to break free. You know, if you did that in an action, you're going to be with the broke easy out in there in this ring. You can see how it's broke off in the screw head there. But you can also see that the hole I drilled went down deep enough to weaken the threads and the shank of the screw enough so that we could pry it apart and break it and not damage the scope in the interim. It's just the nature of the game. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. So I'm going to remove the head of this one. And the battery's dead. I'm going to change the battery out real quick. Okay, as you can see, once you pop it free, I mean, the other mount, you know, has loosened up. So we may be able to go in there, since it's loose right now, and get that screw out. That might have been something that we could have done with this here. I don't know, but I will go through and show you how to take out these screws here. We'll attempt it anyway and see if we can't get it out. But let's just see about getting that one out.